It has been a tough road for anyone looking to buy a car these last few years. And while leasing used to be a popular option, it may now be out of reach. NBC's Vicki Nguyen has a look at what's behind that and what you can do if you're in the market for a new car.
Chip shortages, empty lots, and high demand, the formula adding up to record car prices. In July 2020, the average lease cost $466 a month. 2 years later, and it's a record high, $594. That's a 27% increase. The average new car's monthly payment is $686. Experts say consider leasing instead of buying if you want a lower payment, you don't expect to put on a lot of mileage, and you like changing cars every few years.
I love how small it is, and I love the gas mileage.
Taylor Rapps is a flight attendant in New York who needs her Honda Civic to get around.
So back in August 2020, I got an amazing deal. It was $0 down for $250 a month.
But with only 1 year left on her lease, she's already struggling with how to replace her car. What are you finding now when you go back into the market?
I'm finding $3,000 down for maybe $350 to $450 a month for the same car.
And at the end of a lease, what would the price difference be?
Right now, at the end of my lease, I'm going to have paid $9,000. And currently, if I were to start another 3-year lease, I will pay anywhere from $21,000 to $23,000.
Ivan Drury is an analyst for Edmunds. The company crunches national sales data for consumers.
When you go back to that environment of leasing, things just won't look the same.
He says, don't expect dealer incentives. This is a seller's market. But if you are shopping, check manufacturer websites for monthly lease specials. They do exist. Be flexible on your make and model. Compare the dealer quote to prices on Edmunds and Kelley Blue Book to make sure it's in line with the market average. Most importantly, plan ahead at least 3 months in advance of when you need the car.
Today, inventories are depleted. Cars are in transit. They're already spoken for. So number one, look ahead to the future. See what is available. And you might even need to order something before it even shows up at the dealerships.
And one tried and true method? Can you negotiate at all in this environment?
You might see asking prices that are $5,000 or $10,000 over MSRP. And again, those are asking prices. In some cases, you might end up having to pay those. I mean, some of that, you got to take the old adage of you don't ask, you don't get.
Leases also come with interest, but it's called money factor. So be sure to ask the dealership to convert that number to an interest rate so you know what you're paying, especially with rates on the rise. Broadly speaking, are sedans or SUVs or trucks cheaper to lease?
You know, honestly, there really isn't a great place to find relief. Even though we'd seen the gas prices shot up, you would have expected that large trucks, large SUVs, their values to just plummet, or suddenly there would become incentives involved. That's really not the case.
Fortunately, if you're like Taylor and your lease is expiring, you may be in a good position, especially if you trade in your car early, because it's almost certainly worth more than it was a few years ago.
That was Vicki Nguyen reporting. Leasing also coming with interest, but it's called money factor. So be sure to ask the dealership to convert that number to an interest rate so you know what you're paying, especially with rates on the rise.